Who carries the wings behind her back. And I speak of no other than our own dear Rotarian Valerie.
So, but really, they have why they are laziness or lies. Is it the lack of knowledge? How do you know? How? Something are providing. You think that how do you think that is what? Teach the word.
Goes to remove of our substance as Rotarians. So the best person to discuss the subject of Rotary is a legal luminary in our midst to ensure that we are in tandem with all the legal aspects that make us Rotarians. So shall I call on our own past president, Rotarian Badijo?
Thank you, President. Good morning, fellow Rotarians and friends in the House. The President has correctly positioned the object of Rotary in our endeavor. So I'll encourage you to open to page 4 of our songbook for those of us who are not familiar with it. Page 4 of the songbook. There we have the objects of Rotary. And I remind us as follows, that the object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as the basis of worthy enterprise, and in particular, to encourage and foster 4 things. The first, the development of acquaintance as an opportunity to serve. Second, high ethical standards in business and professions, the recognition of worthiness of all useful occupations, and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. Third, the application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life. And fourth, but not the least, advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through the world quality of business and professional persons united in the ideal of service. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, our legal luminary in the House. Thank you for giving us the legal standing that confirm us as Rotarians in word and in deed. Now the 4-way test. The 4-way test of the things say and do. I think there's no better person in the House than okay, we should do another lady now, right? This is me and Mark. So I look onto the chairman of chairmen, the chairman of chairmen, our chairman of the investiture committee itself, the most important committee right now, our own Rotarian Dr. Mrs. Thackeray.
Wow. My Unites for Good President, thank you for this opportunity. Distinguished Rotarians, is on page 3. I mean, the four-way test. My president, my sincere apologies. I just got a call that I have an emergency last week. So, but I have to show my face to identify with you. I'm with you 200%. So I'm so sorry about that. Yeah. So the four-way test is on page 3 for the purpose of our guest. The four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. Number 1, is it the truth? Is it the truth? I want your response. Number 2, is it fair to all concerned? Will it be goodwill and better friendship and all of us? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you very much, my president.
Thank you. Thank you very much, our chairman, investiture committee. Thank you for rendering that in such a professional manner. At this point, I should appoint my SAA, but before I do that, I want to especially welcome all the early writers here today, and to especially welcome our guest speaker today. We have a guest speaker in the house, and I'll be introducing her shortly. But as you can see, our guest speaker is going to make today's meeting even extra special. So let me go ahead to appoint an SAA, and today is a very special day. It's the day just before our investiture ceremony next week, Friday. So let us have a special SAA, and I choose no other person but a gentleman that I am already missing. And I want to get as much as I can from him before he goes on to other assignments. So let me appoint the one, the only, Rotarian Martin. Oh, okay. So I'm informed. I've been informed that there is, even though that I feel that he's still part of my leg or my arm, he's actually, as we have been chartered into the new E-Club already. And so he's here as a visiting Rotarian. So that was what I was fearing the most. But what we have feared has, alas, happened. So as a visiting Rotarian, you are welcome, Rotarian Martins. we will look for something else that we can do as a visiting Rotarian. You see, I'm already missing you. So, on that note, let us have an able and capable SAA, and I think the best person for that job is someone who knows about how to make money, how to grow money, and how to do it as painlessly as possible with a smile. And that smile doesn't get better than with a taller smile. Oh. So let me ask Rotarian Mrs. Balogun to come and decorate her own soup from another mother. Good one, yes.
My president of United Group, it's my pleasure to decorate my beautiful sister that I know that she's capable of what she's asked to do, and I trust that she will do it seamlessly, but comfortably. Wow, it looks good on her.
A round of applause for our USA for today. It's not every day that you get to have an essay that is that can use smile to collect money from your pockets. So, and then we should have our glitter too as we go. So let's do that also very, very quickly. And I think you would agree with me that when it comes to greeting people very warmly, nobody does it better than the one and the only Rotarian Oluwatimi. So let me ask my past president, Rotarian Buddy John, to please come and decorate our glitter. Oh, and I can see a trade of mine that I'm collecting from Rotarian Moses.
President, fellow Rotarian, guests and friends, it's always a beautiful morning. Of course, always a pleasure to interact with Rotarian Boluwatife. Boluwatife. I don't know what to say. So I acknowledge that take it as a privilege to be creating this morning to be a greeter for this meeting, although quite a few of us are seated already. They are still entitled to their greeting and love, even where they are. Maybe you want to do so before you start with those who are yet to come. Right? The start, I don't know the names, but you will stand there, hold this so that they will play us. Okay. So you are decorated. We give our president. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, sir. Oh, okay. So before we continue, I think this is a good time to have our breakfast song in the house. We have so many lovely, bright, handsome, and beautiful faces here. And a Rotary song. So let me now ask Rotary Martins to give us a Rotary song. At least they cannot take that one away from you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my president. Good morning, my president, my Unite for Good president, leaders in the house, fellow Rotarian guests. I'm Rotarian Martins, and we appreciate the president for the opportunity to take the first song this morning. And I'll be taking It's a Small World from page 13. Yes, so with the sum of 5,000, I'll take It's a Small World this morning. Thank you. The Dodo and Lala, I'd like Rotary Kokoro to please take the Dodo and Lala, my president.
I would like to ask this with a sum of 5,000 to Dodo and Lala.
President is not on the seat. The vice president, the president is. President, yeah, observation, my president.
Okay.
Information. As we like to raise funds while singing our song, which is our usual norms. This is a new Rotary year. I want you to please use your good office to help to encourage those who cannot lala or do some of our song to be encouraged to know how to do about it. I have reason for saying that, sir. We were some years ago, during, I forgot the year, about 3 years ago. And 4 of us went to represent this club. And the Equipment president just called on one of us to sing a song. The first person did very well. The second person did not know how to lala or we had to bring it from that person. So that when we go outside, we'll be able to do very well. We are not all constant, but we can always encourage ourselves. Thank you. Thank you, Roger and Ajani. My president, can I try that so that I don't pass? Yes. Thank you. Please, can we be all standing?
Have you given up, mobilize the song?
Yes, 5,000 naira, my president.
5,000 naira. Okay. Now that you mobilize the 5,000 naira, I think it's important that your friends in the house give you all the support, you know. So can you quickly go around and get the support?
Thank you. My president, Roger Ajani, is supporting me with 2,000 naira.
Kofo, I say, are you writing it down? Who's writing it down?
Can I start from here?
Okay,
Support, please. I need your support, man. 5,000 naira. Thank you.
My president, I'm supporting my friend Rotarian Martins with 5,000.
So do which song? Okay, I will support it. What's the highest amount? 5,000? The highest amount? No, that's what I said. Who is the song singer? Rotarian Martins. Yes. I'll support it. Thank you, my president. IPP is supporting us with this handsome sum of 10,000 naira. PP 2,000 naira from my PP. Thank you. So the secretary is supporting us with 2,000 naira. My treasurer, your support please. 5,000. 5,000 from my treasurer. 5,000 naira from yes. 2,000 naira from 5,000 naira from Rotary. Also from I'm Rotary 2,000. Then my SA. Okay, 1,000, 1,000. Thank you. My immediate past 2,000 naira. Rotary. Oh, thank you so much. My SA, can we know how much the total is? Peter. Okay, my Peter is supporting with 2,000. Total, please, so I can inform my president.
So how much do you have now?
I say total, please.
How much do you have?
We have 30,000 naira, my president. For this song, it's a small world.
1,000 naira?
Yes, sir.
That's very
It's
small.
40,000 naira.
40,000 naira?
Yes, ma'am.
That's still very small. Okay, so let's take that quickly to operate and then we can.
Are you supporting this song? It's a small world. 5,000 naira. That's 45, my president.
Rotary Martins, I think we have to up yours a bit so that others can up theirs.
Rotary, Asmi. I need your support, please. 2,000 naira from Rotary.
Okay. Rotary Nomi Gyopi.
Rotary Folashade,
You supported me. Okay.
you supported her.
Now, Folashade Kassim, good morning. Are we giving him your support?
Good morning.
We are supporting
Folashade Kassim. Thank you.
Okay. My United Respect. Good morning, everybody. My immediate magical, irresistible past president. I hereby support this song. It's a small word with a sum of 50,000 million.
Thank you, Rotary Folashade.
50,000 naira. A round of applause, please. Properly. So how much do you have now?
How much? That's 5,000.
95,
97.
97,000. Somebody wants to round that
I
up.
think this one around, you know, I'm sorry, my past council secretary. We need your support, Sam, for it's a small world. For a son, it's a small world. That's what I'm trying to do. I want to ask you, remember how much we bought this car? How much we bought this car? 5,000. 5,000. John, thank you so much. We have 100,000.
That's 102. 102.
Surpass your.
Yes. Can we round that up? Can we round it up? Okay.
I'll round it up with 8,000.
Yes.
It's 102, so 110.
110.
So that's 3.8,000.
Yes, 110. That's 28,000. Thank you. So my president will have 110.
Okay.
Good enough.
And then I can round that up with 40,000 to make 1. So you can give us the song now. I'm sure your throat is ready to do the lala properly now. In fact, without 150, you can do a duet. So choose who you want to be your
with Rotary and EMC Balogun. Yes, now we do a duet. I'd like us to rise to our feet. Thank you, everyone. So we're going to do the Dodo and Lala together. One.
Page 13.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So.
One, two, three. La la la, do, so, la, so, la, mi, do, la, la, do.
It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world. It's a world after all. It's a world.
Ṣé láyé ayé tó kéré Thank you, my president. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It is definitely a small world. And we are grateful to be part of that beautiful world. So thank you very much, Rotary Martins and Rotary Balogun for that duo. And like it has been mentioned, we all need to continue to practice these songs, practice singing these songs, because you don't know where you will find yourself. That if you sing that song where you are, it will help to make a difference. So it's important for us to learn to be able to sing these songs. Maybe we'll have one session, we'll have a program one day where we just sing different songs. And, you know, in a lighter mood environment. So we can even learn new songs and so on and so forth. So let's go on to introductions and apologies. Let's do introductions first. Before we do introductions of people in the house, let me acknowledge those who are online. I can see David Okeowo. I can see Tosin Sanusi. I can see Olori. Amen. I can see Adebola Lewis. Those are the only ones I can see online. Am I missing anybody? There are 7 participants online. So I say a very big morning to you all, and thank you for joining us online. We are currently working to improve the experience of online, and hopefully soon we will have good news from our Rotarian member who works with that very special organization in communications called MTN. They are planning some package for us, so hopefully we'll be able to announce that very, very soon. So let us have introductions of guests. Can we start from Rotary Academy? Microphone, please.
Good morning, my United for Good president. As our guest this morning, I'd like to introduce Mr. Gabriel Emmanuel Ogedebe. He's joining us for fellowship and is from Rotary Moses Rosario State.
Thank you very much. I almost wanted to introduce him myself because I had met him in one location like that I will off the mic, you know, and yes, I have to off the mic about the location, but I can assure you that the person that is you would like to meet and know better. And I'm glad that he's here, that he's lighting and he's being contributing. So you're really welcome. I'm brother, sure that this is the beginning of many more times we'll see you. You are definitely in the place that I'm sure you will enjoy. And I'm sure that as you get to know our members, you will settle down very, very quickly. You're welcome. Mr. Rotarians, please.
My United President, Father Rotarian, I am Rotarian and the right and from Rotary Club of New Lagos State. Thank you.
So good to see you again. Thank you for coming. We have apologies from Rotarian past presidents, Adrian Joseph, Rotarian Adjournal, and Rotarian Gosseter. Oh yes, and I do have a guest, but I think I should let Rotarian who's back beside her, do that introduction. Rotarian Tony, I'm sure you'll spend enough time to know the person beside you.
Good morning, my president. Here we have the guest of the president. And her name is Ms. Chika Taiwo. She's fellowshipping with us. It's the third time.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that introduction. So, our guest speaker for today. Oh, we have some guests online. Okay. Who's going to introduce them? Microphone, please.
My United for Good president, I have Mr. Uka Ike Okwara also joining us online. He's the guest of Uki Adjusted. I also have David Opewo joining us online. He's the guest of Rotary Femi Oladipo. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Welcome to all our guests. We hope you have a wonderful experience with us, and we hope we get to continue to fellowship with us, either virtually or physically. We look forward to you getting to know us better. Thank you very much. So let's go to, before I continue, I need to respectfully welcome the past presidents of the House. Adria, you're welcome. Thank you for making it. Our yes, our past president, thank you for making it. Good to see your lovely face. Of course, Rotary John, thank you, our past presidents. It's so important to have our past presidents in the house. Rotary Daniel Lawal was here shortly. I'm sure he's still around. And of course, my immediate past president, very important. Thank you very much for being around. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let's go on to the business of the day. Yannick Abel. Before I move on to my Yannick Abel, I wanted to introduce the guest speaker. And there's this lovely lady sitting beside Rotarian Kenny. So I want Rotarian Kenny to please usher her to stand up while I introduce her. Thank you very much. So as you all know, last week, our club, in honor of the child health month, we went to Pakojayi General Hospital and we gave out 50 maternal kits. And Pakojayi General Hospital has been very, very kind and a professional in the field, a registered nurse, Mrs. Oyewale Oluwatosin, to speak with us, to create more awareness in our club under the same theme of the month, to be speaking with us and enlightening us on important areas that we need to keep in mind as we celebrate this maternal and child health month. So let me invite our special guest speaker to the high table, please. Round of applause, please. So I can go to the double now quickly. Okay, so the second, this is behind the gavel number 02. the second one in the year. Dear United Golden Rotarians, it's a great privilege to gather and fellowship once again. Last week, we celebrated excellent leadership as the baton of service was officially passed from our immediate past president to myself. For the moment of pride and honor as the World Watchdogs Showcase, which leadership and administration. I want to sincerely also acknowledge and commend the immediate past president and his magical people team for their outstanding service throughout the past year. Well done. Now, regarding our investiture and fundraising ceremony, have we settled down, please? My essay. I'm sure you heard my past president. He just came back and see how has Canadian dollars in his pocket. It is obvious to put it. In just 7 days, we will gather again this time to celebrate the investiture ceremony of our 22nd president, yours truly, Lutheran Adekunle Toluwase at New Moses, at the prestigious 10 Degrees Event Center, Oregon. You're looking lovely. Welcome. What you are doing? Commerce. Just do it quietly, please. I know you are very impactful. Look at this digital should sell everything. Presidential ceremony and far-reaching decisions were reached. Please peruse the minutes of meetings completed on our United Club WhatsApp platform. The follow-up meeting will hold immediately after this fellowship. My heartfelt appreciation goes to the Investiture Committee Chair and the dedicated committee and subcommittee members for their remarkable planning efforts. I'm also deeply grateful for the generous support received from our members and through their strong networks. If you haven't secured your ticket for the investiture, please do so today so we can finalize logistics effectively. Let's all get ready to show up and make this celebration and fundraising event one to remember with pride, joy, and purpose. Omole Golden Star. Project highlights. As you all know, our goal is to execute impactful projects that touch lives. I'm glad to report that our very first project of the year was successfully carried out last Friday. And thank you very much. And we gathered to donate maternal kits to 50 expectant mothers. The joy on their faces was truly heartwarming, a beautiful reminder of why we serve. In my resolve to lead by example, I personally funded that first project with a sum of 1 million naira. Wow. This was done to encourage us all to be selfless in our contributions, regardless of what anybody else does, towards our project ideas, donations, and implementation. To everyone who participated, I'm there physically, I say a big thank you. May God reward us all with our labor of love. Now, on Rotary Club of the Nigerian Institute of Journalism, I'm pleased to formally announce again here that our newly approved Rotary Club of NIJ is gearing up for the task ahead. I spoke with the charter president, Mr. Olawale Diomaku. Is he here now? He's not here yet. Okay. And he has promised to join us here today with representatives of his incoming ESCO. I salute his courage to take up this noble epoch-making task by making history and helping to shape the bright future ahead. I enjoin all Golden Rotarians to join hands with me to give that club all the support possible to ensure that they establish a successful, renowned new club under our supervision. Let me end this portion with Mark Twain's quote, which says, "Courage is not the absence of fear. It is acting in spite of it." Now, looking ahead, this Rotary year, we are infusing renewed energy to our breakfast meetings with exciting weekly things. Let us continue to unite as we explore meaningful, creative, and impactful ways to grow and serve together as the model club. Let's keep making a difference as we journey through these news, which is to unite people, lasting change. Yours is Rotary Service, which we are at the co-president of the Rotary Club of Honeycomb. Thank you very much. So, welcome, Baba. Welcome, sir. Good to see you. Lovely. We welcome all other Rotarians too. It's so good to see bright and beautiful faces. So we should go on to committee reports. Okay, before we continue, we have a guest that hasn't been introduced. So our greeter will do that introduction, please.
Good morning, my Unite for Good President. I have here with me Rotary Actor Showell Mob Victoria from the Rotary Club of Ijebu visiting us.
Rotary Club of Ijebu all the way. You're welcome.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
We also have soon to be inducted, Madam Adeshola Jefferson.
Madam Adeshola Jefferson, you're welcome. Good to see you. Igabo, do you have any comments, observations? Let's start with Dr. Abadi John, please.
My Rotary President, fellow Rotarians, guests and friends in the house. I just wondering that we didn't get to hear anything from you in respect of attendance of the last international convention. Did we do that? I was here last week.
Yes, it was in the behind the gavel last week. The number and we submitted it.
I'm speaking of the report. You know, the way I understand it is that maybe the leader of the team or somebody will come and tell us the experience and all of that. Did that happen last week?
No. So I guess when we do committee report now, I guess maybe Rotary and Akwade can quickly do that. Okay, formally. Thank you very much for that observation. Rotary. Woodrow Ajani
The Rotary President, from behind the gavel, what actually make each and every one of us to be a Rotarian is our annual dues. And on the Speaking Weekly platform, we have about 31 persons or so that have made commitments for the annual due, and the invoice will be coming any moment from now. I expect that to be periodically presented each time you are presenting your behind the gavel. Soon, our investigation is coming in the next 7 or 8 days. We observe that some persons, I observe personally that some persons were interviewed last week. The report of the interview is expected to be presented before the House before induction. And since that in the behind the gavel. Those are my 2 observations. Thank you.
Thank you very much for those very good observations. First and foremost, the annual dues, our treasurer, our central bank would give a report on that and when we get to continue reports. Secondly, on the investiture, you mentioned about those who need to be inducted. Now we were thinking that because of the timing for the investiture, that we should move all the induction plans to the DG's visits. So if we're going to do any induction on that day, it will be only maybe some VVIPs that we're able to get them to become members. And of course, that's really for the cameras. So if we do anyone, it will be because of those kind of people. But the other ones that we want to do for our club members will be done during the DG's visit where we have enough time to be able to do that properly. Thank you very much. Woodrow, past president,
The Rotarian president, fellow Rotarians, friends and guests. I want to make observation concerning what the president said about induction. Induction should be ongoing, except if it is very close to when the DG is coming. That's when we will probably just defer it, maybe 1 or 2 days to when the DG is coming. But if you have anybody ready today, we are not going to delay that person till August. That will not be necessary because we know
so August 8th. It's the first week of August.
About 3 weeks. Within 3 weeks,
it's long. It's too long.
It's too long.
Okay.
So if we have anybody, let's go ahead. But if it is like if you have somebody ready for first, and we have maybe a meeting for second, you might just say, okay, let's do. From now, we are going to hold on. Anything can happen. On the DG's visit, those inducted before, in this year, can be call them out, you will see them. I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Take note. You can just present them that this current year, these are the people inducted. That's what. So, I came a bit later, I'm not sure, but I just want to advise that for all members that have paid full annual dues by the coming fellowship, let their envy go by the coming week, because envy is a function of exchange rate. And so if we delay, it can mean that we are going to use our funds to augment. So, and again, for accountability's sake and transparency, and the fact that you may not think you have money in your purse, and those money are not really yours. So if anybody pays annual due fully now, I expect that let's just by Monday, let's just get in touch with Kewa, get details of that person, and let remittance go immediately.
Important. And I'm sure our treasurer, our central bank will make sure that that is implemented. Yes, bigger.
I heard the president saying that, probably people that were able to give it guidance, that were able to get to, honestly, I feel like by now, we are no longer, we shouldn't be, desperate to get members. We have process, and, in our bylaw, concerning whoever is becoming a members of our club. So, if somebody one day, and we start filling our people, that person's chest just because the person is really able. I remember the last of the teacher, there was a man that was inducted on that day, that man had a fellowship. And after that day, I'm not sure that man has ever said his leg into this stuff. So I'm not sure, good idea that somebody came lecture the first time and started taking, then I remember, and after that, there's no sin again. Anybody that don't follow our bylaw, people in our bylaw should not become the member of our club. Thank you, President.
Thank you very much, Lieutenant Baker. Your point is very well noted, and your fears are real. Okay. However, because that has been a situation we've seen, doesn't mean that it will always be like that. Yes, it is a risk when you adopt somebody that on the spur of the moment, but it is possible also that the person would have that spark, So the membership committee will be carried along to so that we'll be sure that we have the buy-in of the membership committee, and they will advise, including our past presidents. But your point is very well duly noted. And yes, they are not desperate to induct anybody. We won't be doing it out of any sense of desperation, I can assure you. Thank you very much for noting that. Chairman membership, please note what said. Please know what he said. Thank you very much. So we have some more things, and it's important for us to quickly identify them, so can the greater quickly do that. We have guests in the house.
Good morning again, my United for Good President. We have with us Temi Tokpe. Thank you for coming. We have Sheo Aladi as well. Thank you for coming. We have Rotarian Ayofami Babalala. Thank you very much for fellowshipping with us this morning. And then we have Ayoliku Akamo. That's the child, Akamo, I'm sorry. That's the child of our revered past president, Akamo. Thank you so much, Akamo. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Thank you very much.
President, I noticed that Rita has been introducing Rotaract. Rotarators and Rotarians are supposed to introduce themselves. You're not supposed to introduce them.
Yes.
Thank you, my president.
Oh yeah, the Rotarators and Rotarians in the house. Can you introduce yourselves, please?
President, Club Secretary, board members of this club, fellow Rotarians, guests and friends. I'm Luciana Ivan Babalola from the Rotary Club of People. Thank you very much.
Welcome. Who are you pointing at? Who else? She shall introduce. Okay. Okay, she shall introduce herself. That's what you say. Okay, as a visiting Rotarian. So we want to hear your voice. Our visiting Rotarian. We want to hear your voice. Visiting Rotarian, right?
United Rotarian President,
Thank you.
Secretary, board members, Rotarians in the house. I am Lucia Shoemo Victoria, past president, Rotary Club of Ijebu-Ode, past assistant district representative for district 910 there. I'm intending Rotarian to be. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. You see, that's why it's important for them to introduce themselves. I think she did a much better job than how she was producing it. Thank you for that, to bring that. Okay, so let's move on quickly because we have such a handsome gentleman. All right. You're welcome.
Rotarians in the house, retractors, guests and friends. My name is Retractor Adik Ojo Adikamola. The current president, Dr. Omoni Guru. I'm a civil engineer person. I'm happy to share with you.
Thank you very much. Our brand new United Rotaract President. You're welcome. You can see that his smile definitely unites for good. Can you not tell? You can tell. Thank you very much. So let's quickly go to the committee reports. To start with our investor committee, and the chairman has taken excuse to attend to an emergency. So we have the secretary of the club to quickly take the report very quickly. Thank you.
Good morning, my United for Good presidents, the Rotarian leaders in the house, fellow Rotarians, guests and friends. My chair of the investiture committee had to take a leave, like President said, there's an emergency she needed to attend to. So, on the investiture planning, we have 7 days to our investiture, and all hands are on deck to ensure that it is a very, very good outing in our usual golden time. However, there are a few things that are still in need of our attention. The number one thing is funding. There are still many Rotarians who have not paid for investiture. Many people don't have their names on the paid list for investiture. And during the planning meeting, we discovered that we have a very huge shortfall. The actual money we have in is less than the money we need for the investiture. How much more to do projects? So my chairman has said I should pass it to the house, that we should do our best to redeem our pledges. And some have not even pledged. Please, let's be part of this investiture. It's our show, it's our own thing. And let us all put our hands on deck to it. At the end of, after the fellowship today, the committee is to wait behind briefly to take a few more decisions and plan for the investiture. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Our secretary, thank you for the report on the investiture. So let's get the investiture, let's get the report on the convention that was done in Calgary. Can we quickly get that done? The committee.
My president, can I say something about the change committee? About the change committee?
We are going to get there. But, okay, no, the Dreams Committee is a committee under the investiture. Oh, yeah, Richard Akwande, can you please get us through what happened in Calgary? Very quickly, please.
My name for good presidents, fellow returns, good morning. This report will be a brief version of the events that unfolded at Calgary, Canada for the Rotary International Convention. In total, from records, 31 members of this club were in Calgary to attend the Rotary International Convention, starting from June 25th, 21st to 25th of June 2025. Different sessions were attended with huge presence we felt at the House of Friendship, out of which were the magical president, the magical board was able to carry out projects in Canada, supporting a young school where we give donations in Canada. Also of significance is that we experienced an informal handing over from the magical president to the United President and the House of Friendship. But in all, it was a glorious experience. We exchanged friendship. I particularly met a Rotarian who is from Kenya, and
I invite you to off mic, please. Also off mic. Yes. Thank you.
And I'm sure I'm touching base with other Rotarians who attended to get a feel of what the experience has been. This will be in our proper report, which will be ready by the end of today. So we'll share with the team. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that precise and concise report. Mr. Manager, you have a comment?
It's good that Rotary Academy is trying to give us a snippet or whatever it's that happened. It's okay for him to tell us his experience and perhaps the experience of other Rotarians. More importantly, sir, is for them to report to us the new things happening in Rotary, you know, about membership, about relationship between Rotary and Rotaract, the way projects are done, you know, new insights, because that's actually the purpose of the convention. It's okay for us to have the stuff outside of the convention rules, you know. But what I don't know, maybe it's 2 weeks now. Rotarians want to have 2 letters in parties so that they attend, you can't attend all. So it's what happens with all those calls that we are interested in and not the form we had. It's okay to report that as well. But the meat of the matter is what new things are you telling us about Rotary today? Maybe they can circle back and think, add that to the report that will come.
Thank you very much, Richard John. So I'm sure that the committee they would put something together and put it on the platform that will be more articulate and concise. Richard Ajani.
I think if I understand what he's trying to say, for some of us that have to convention as well, we have almost 20-something persons that attended that convention. And at the training here, we always have different sections. Different Rotarians would attend different sections. Are we saying that each of the Rotarians that attended different sections would have to collate their input and give it to the person in charge that's going to give us reports, or each of them should let us know 1 or 2 things that we were able to achieve from each of the
your expectations are noted. However, the reports that will be given, the details will come on the platform when people can articulate properly, and more questions can be asked on the platform so that we save time for the meeting. Thank you very much. I think about our youth chair, you have got to give a report. Yes, please go ahead. Right now. Thank you. Can you please listen very carefully? This report is very, very important.
President, the past president, district leaders, past president, fellow retractors, guests, and friends of Rotary. I want to give you a report about RYLA. As you all know, RYLA is fast approaching, and I want to use this medium to please appeal to all the people that have made pledges to give their pledge as soon as possible before the district comes calling. Also, we have a post on the club WhatsApp group requesting for nomination of participants or recommendation of participants. Please, we want to do and collate so that we can have the idea of the number people or number of participants will be to the RYLA this year. And also, we also enjoy the Nigerians to please, if you have a child, you can nominate them, or if you know someone around you in your community, you can also recommend them. And please let us endeavor to remind them that they will be requested to submit some certain documents. Because those documents have been given out, I've observed that those documents will give us documents sometimes. So documents like consent form, birth certificate, participant, and other documents have been listed on that Google form as well. Please let us endeavor to nominate or recommend kids or within the age of 14 to 24 for this 2025 RYLA. Also, it's very important, I want to emphasize once again, please, we still need your support in our ramifications, and those who are pledged should please give their pledge as soon as possible. And those who are yet to receive your WhatsApp DM or meeting you one-on-one, please endeavor to support us, and pray God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chair, Rotary Youth. So, this Rotary Youth, they are doing a lot for the next year. I want the resource person of that committee to also lend her voice to what you have said, because we need all the support that members can give. So if there are areas that members haven't really given, I want you to let, your voice has a way of adding to the properly. So please, just 1 minute.
Good morning again, my Unite for Good President. Good morning, fellow Rotarians. Like our chair has said, we just want to ask again and again for your help. We've done it before, several times before now, repeatedly. We appreciate that, we applaud you, we celebrate you, and yet again, we need you once again to please bring everything that you can to ensure that this is a success. So, many of you have made pledges already. We ask that you please redeem those pledges, and then just like he said, as much as possible, please, we want you to nominate people that will attend, okay? And as early as possible, if you have any questions, please let us know. Okay, if you can nominate 2 people at the minimum, that would be great, so that we'll have a robust mix of the cocktail of people that will attend. If you have any issues at all, please do not hesitate to contact our chair, Rotarian Ayode Shugawale, or the vice chair, Rotarian Julian Wadeke. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Yes, our past president,
Unite for Good Presidents, our past presidents, visiting Rotarians, friends and guests of Rotary. Good morning, once again. First, I want to appreciate for leading in the course of RILA. Of course, I'm sure you are all aware that one of you is the chair of RILA this year. I'm sure you know that. And I'm not surprised that our club is leading. That is the way it should be. So I'm really proud of this club. I'm proud of our president for leading. Our president was the first to pick up the luminary and the highest grade, which is the gold one. And the club also sponsored the wash. And I know we are also leading in terms of the numbers for participants. My president, thank you so much.
So the chairman needs to let the chairman stand up. So they know that they have to support.
Yes. So while I'm appreciating all this, I'll say like that, like Oliver Twist, we should do more. Let's all take this up and support our chairman representing the districts and also representing this club. And your chairman for RILA this year is my humble self. Thank you very much.
So you have heard it all. And you know that whatever was past president open doors, she never becomes top again. And she gives her very best, and we must support her and give our very best to her. Thank you very much, ma'am. We would now listen to the treasurer to let us know those of us who have been making him smile and those who are still giving him, you know, and hopefully to pray by the time he finishes, those of us who haven't made him smile will put a smile on his face. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my president. Good morning, my president. Good morning, Council Past President, fellow Rotarian guests, my president is not like keep us as Rotarians. It's our annual dream, and that's what makes us to be a member of the club. And we already started for good years, where we are supposed to have start talking about our annual dream. And so far, so good. Less than 15% of us are actually made good regards to our annual dinner. I know it might be 20%, but we have some people that we carried from last year, which may be less than 20%.
Less than 20%.
Less than 20%, my president. That's about 34 members, if I'm not mistaken. I just want to encourage, I want to appreciate those who have paid early, about 19 members or to 25 members who are paid fully. I just want to encourage some of us. I know we can do better. Beyond, if you cannot do the 360, we have the semi-annual due, which is about 99,000 plus. And I also want to retreat. I've talked also about mention the area. I know area is not compulsory, but we also agree that we are also an area club. And last year, so last year we did 71%, 1% in area contribution. And our president has said this year, we are looking at doing 100% or area contribution. And I know that's very much achievable. We should not drop below 71%. Go more higher in terms of our area contribution. My president, I hope by the end of today, we will move from 20% probably to like 70%, even by being just semi-annual. Thank you, my president.
Thank you very much. I think at this point, it's important, I mean, before we test, we need to speak the truth to ourselves. This is not a business meeting, we have guests in the house, but it's important for us to remind ourselves why we are Rotarians. And I am sure, I'm confident that, you know, Rotary teaches us to lead from the front. So first and foremost, I'm sure all our past presidents, all of them, I'm sure today, can I speak confidently? And I can say, I'm sure all our past presidents will show the way by doing at least half of their dues. I'm happy to announce that our charter president who had to undergo surgery has paid his own dues. Who just had a surgery abroad, and you can imagine how much that has cost. He has already sent his own dues. That is what we call living from the front. So I'm confident that all our past presidents will show the way. All our ESCO members, the current board, each and every one of us will show the way, and it will be today. And I'm sure that by Monday, our treasurer will be able to put some good news on our platform. Do I have any confirmation to that? Can I have any confirmation to that? My past presidents. Do you confirm? Are you with me? Yes. 100%. Yes, sir.
My United for Good Rotarian president. Past president, my president, I know the way Rotary do it comes. It comes in semi-annual. 360, I don't think it's anything for the club, because the Rotary International will not demand for that money until one half of the year when we are supposed to pay. So members should know that what is more important right now is not paying the 360. What is more important now is paying that semi-annual. And I think the treasurer should add the semi-annual and the ERI together for us.
Yes.
Don't do that for us.
Very important.
Semi-annual and ERI
Yes.
together. That is what is most important right now.
Yes.
So that we can pay that and then
Can you give us that figure now, please? So the members will know what they need to pay immediately.
Okay, my president, I think the treasurer has done that. He said semi-annual is 100,000, full annual is 200, and every is 160. So if you want to pay your ERI with semi-annual, just pay
160,000.
Everybody that has paid 260. Settled ERI and then semi-annual.
260,000. Yeah. Are we good?
Yeah. Do you want to mention? Okay. Yeah, my president. So let me just repeat what Carol have said. So the annual due with ERI is 360. Then the annual due without ERI is 199,700. 199,700. Semi-annual due without ERI 99,850. While the ERI is 160,300. Please note, this will be adjusted on a monthly basis based on the current exchange rate.
So currently today, if you pay today, you will pay 160,300 plus.
We pay if you pay today, you do 199,700, which is about 200,000, my president.
That's
That's
true.
with Erin. Semi-annual do with Erin.
199.
199, 190.
No.
So what? Sorry. So semi-annual do without Erin, that would be 99,850. So with the Erin, we had it together. That should be with Erin 160,300. That Erin is 160,000. That would be 260, my president.
Yes, that was what Rotary, how they would have been said. So 260,000 naira. My dear Rotarians, I'm going to stand up for this purpose. Please, those of us who haven't paid, can you hear me at the back? TITI, so good to see you. God bless you. Good morning. For those of us who haven't paid our 260,000 naira, which is the half year plus every, please today we need that to come in so that by Monday the treasurer can report at least 8% performance. So that means head of the families, the Rotary families, the heads must talk to the children under them and find out whatever is a stumbling block for that, help to move that stumbling block away within the next 24 hours. Are we all together on this? If we are together on this, can I see your right hand? Can I see your right hand? Members, if we are together on this, let's put in our right hand. Who is not with us? Titi, are you with us? 260,000. You and all your family members, family. Thank you very much. All right. So we can move forward now with our guest speaker. And the guest speaker has been waiting patiently to share with us. And our secretary will read her bio, a quick one, and then we'll be able to hear the voice of our guest speaker. Thank you very much.
Good morning again, my presidents, leaders in the House, Rotary, Rotary, and guests and friends of Rotary. Our guest speaker is Nurse Oyewale Joan Oluwatosin. She is a graduate of Ladoke Akintola University. She read nursing, so that means she's a graduate of nursing. Of course, that means she came out with 3-4 degrees under nursing. She has certification in basic life support. She has certification in pediatric life support. She has certification as a family planning provider. For me, that means she's a well-rounded nursing professional. Please welcome with me, Nurse Oyewale Joan. You're welcome.
Morning, everybody. Thank you for having me here. It's a privilege and a pleasure. This morning, we'll be talking, it's a topic that people don't like talking about because sometimes we are more Catholic than the bishop. And it's adolescent-friendly family planning. When we tell you, you know, with the world we have now, we have children as young as 10 years old who are sexually active. And when you look at them, once the parents notice they are pregnant, they send them out. Either they take them to a local, maybe mushroom clinic and take them for abortion. Then at the long run, you notice the child died. The parents will not be able to tell you what happened to the child. They will just tell you the child had a brief illness and she died.
Some died because of the complications arising from this abortion, post-abortion complication. So what is this adolescent-friendly family planning? This adolescent-friendly family planning means that once you notice a child is sexually active, or with the consent of the parents, you take the child to a family planning unit, let the child have a family planning. So that this child, yes, this child will not die of any complications from abortion. And we have this myth and misconception about this family planning. They will tell you once the child had the family planning done, the child will not be able to conceive again, or there may be complications. That's why we have this long-acting reversible method of family planning, LAP. Long-acting reversible method of family planning means it's long-acting. That means you can take it for 5 years, 10 years, 12 years. But once you remove it, the child resume her fertility back immediately because you have already removed the causative agent preventing the pregnancy from happening. And this long-acting, we have two types. We have the implant and IUD. Under the implants, we have the Nexoplant, which is for 3 years. Then we have the Jadel, which is for 5 years. Then the IUD, we have the Mirena, which is for 5 years, but it's hormonal. Then we have the non-hormonal method of family planning, which is 10 years or 12 years. So why must a child take this if you know the child is sexually active? Do you notice that before? We have high rates of mortality. People die from abortion, but now the rate of mortality have reduced because the children now, in fact, I work in a family planning unit where parents bring their children for family planning. If you ask every parent, and everybody will tell you, my children don't do. But so I even have a parent that is very closer to me. The child was going to a medical school. She already had a child at 14. So when she had a child, I told the mom, bring her for, because what's the probability that this child will not come back with another pregnancy? She will come back with another pregnancy and you get tired of it to tell her she's no longer going to school. But to prevent this, when you bring them, we cancel them. This family planning doesn't protect against HIV, it doesn't protect against AIDS, it doesn't protect against hepatitis B. So that's why you always tell them, even if you are sexually active, you use backup method, which is the condom, either the male or the female condom. But this long-acting reversible method of family planning, a child that has not given birth before, we don't allow them to do IUD. Because from the risk attached to the IUD, there may be missing strings, and there may be perforation of the uterus. So when you are counseling a child for family planning, and you know she's sexually active, tell her to go for Implanon. Immediately it's being removed, the child will resume back to her fertility and she'll be able to conceive. It doesn't prevent anybody from conceiving. If you have been, thank God, you people were in our hospital last week, and I want to appreciate you for the support towards the mother. But once you see that most of these mothers are very young. Some are 14, 15. Yes, they are very, very young, and you notice sometimes you not be wondering what are the parents looking at this child got pregnant. It's not that you failed in your responsibility as a parent, but sometimes too, we didn't do our job very well. You educate your child on sex education. And you know, when you are at party, you tell the child, okay, if a man, if I touch him, you touch me, I'm not going to get pregnant. Tell the child, he has a penis, and if he insert the penis inside your vagina, you get pregnant. Yes, let them know what their private part is called. Don't say your thing. Don't say your thing. Tell the child, this man has a penis, you have a vagina. What, you know, that's what they use in robbing our children now of their own dignity. Some children are even being molested. The man will touch and tell you that, when I touch you, after, did you get pregnant? She'll say no. Then he will insert the penis in the child's vagina. She will get pregnant. Because the mother has already told her, once a man touches you, it's not about touching you. Let them know. Once he inserts his penis, erected penis, your vagina, you are going to get pregnant. Some of these children, and that's why we as the parents, we have a lot of work to do. You don't train children. Now you train them like your friends. So I counseled a child. The mother brought the child for cervical cancer screening. I said, the girl is just 16. I said that she's still naive. She doesn't know anything. The mother said, no, she's no longer a virgin. Yes. I was wondering, and when I counseled this child, I had to ask the mother to go outside. It was even the father that disallowed her. And this girl knew her mother had breast cancer. Begged me that day that I shouldn't tell her mother because she doesn't want her mother to die. And that's what we call ethical dilemma. Right under her roof. She said all she knows is that she was the father touching so that's why he's and the father is. So please, when we are training our child, let them speak out. Don't silence them. Sometimes, even out of no nonsense. So if you know a child is sexually active, there's no need of you saying, okay, grown-up child. What's the essence of the child dying during abortion? We don't know. You just think the person did abortion and the person couldn't give birth again. A lot of things would have happened. If the person used pills for abortion, there will be hormonal imbalance. If the person that did the abortion for them used D&C, dilatation and curettage, definitely the child may come back with addition. And that addition, that means the part of the uterus is gone together. So where would the implantation take place? And we call it additional thing. So the girl needs to undergo some process again, some surgical process before she will be able to conceive. So to prevent this for your child, if a child is not sexually active, and you know this child is still innocent, all you need to do as a parent is to continue counseling the child. Activeness is still the best. But once a child has tasted sex, there's nothing you can do about it again. Yes, you will keep running from one pole to another. So once you notice a child, there's no need of covering what is not supposed to be covered. Take the child to a family planning unit in any of the state government hospitals or primary health care. Take them there, let them do the family planning. And let the child be aware, because we may think you'll be alive, you may not be alive again. Sometimes we are not the owner of our lives. God can take it at any time. When I was in school, I had a privilege to meet a girl. I think it's Eliton. The mother gave birth to her and died the day she gave birth to her. So this girl, she used to come to where I was working in the private place. She used to come there and do abortion. She has done it 4 times. I had to call the attention of our MD that, ask this girl, where is her mother? She just said, so she said her mother died when she was young. So we had to invite her grandmother and told the grandmother that this girl needs to be on family planning. So she did the family plan. The girl was not even aware. The grandma later died. She went to UK. So when she got to UK 5 years after, she couldn't give birth because she has not removed the family planning, but she didn't know. Not until one day she met me on Facebook and we chatted. So she was telling me that she did that she been married for 5 years and she has not given birth. I said, have you removed the family? She said she couldn't remember again. So she had to come down to Nigeria. I had to remove for her. She has already given birth to 2 children now. So when you are taking your child for that family planning, let them be aware so that they will know when it expires, so that they can remove it. This one, there's nothing to be done. When a child is sexually promiscuous, you can't do anything about it. The benefit of it is that the child shouldn't have tasted it for once. If they had tasted it for, there's nothing, no amount of counseling will make the child not to go back to where she derives pleasure from. So what you need to do as a parent, counsel them and do justice to your counseling. You know, some of we parents, when we talk, when your child is talking, she may just tell you, "Mommy, do you know my friend? She's the one who," but she will not tell you this is what is happening to her. You say, "Ah, Mommy, my friend, she's pregnant." You say, "God forbid." You know what? You have asked, learn to listen to your children. When they finish talking, you now indirectly ask her, "I hope you are not the one." Because when they start talking and start shouting, God forbid, the child will not talk again. And they'll just keep it to themselves. They spend longer hours with their friends at school than you at home. And at school, they have a lot of people, you know, the different mixture of people you meet there. Some are already corrupt. They will corrupt your children too. So that's why you need to work. Every mother, including the father, they have a lot of work to do for their children. So thank you all for listening. If you have questions, I'm just to answer.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Wow, 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 wow. That is a lot of important information. And this is why they are Rotarians. This is reality. This is life. I can't thank you enough, Mrs. Oyewale Oluwatosin. Thank you so much. I'm sure there are many comments and questions, but time is not on our side. So we'll take those three. We'll take those three. And I'm sure it has to be one man and two women. Okay. Equality for 2 men, 2 women. And because somebody is a middle past president, I don't have a choice.
Thank you, my United Golden President, and thank you, our guest speaker. So my question is this: just about a month ago, someone close to me called me, and he called me to say, oh, that he needed some sort of intervention, you know, and what happened was he saw this little boy, son. He noticed, what is your own now? He had an erection. It's a serious matter because it's close to me, and it's still, that's why I'm asking the questions. He had an erection, and father saw him like, this is off, no record space. And he had an erection, and then like he just bumped into him and said with an erection, like erection. Say as a guy, man, no big normal erection, no get money erection. So he sat with him, he started asking him, called him and started asking him, what are you doing? He went, he didn't say anything. And then after several 20 minutes of quizzing, he said that he was with the maid. They were having sexual intercourse. They just finished having sex, you know. And they are put together. It turns out that she's been molesting this little boy. So what do the parents need to do at this point? Will that child, being a 5-year-old, at this point potentially forget about this incident because now they found out and it just started happening, you know? So what sort of help or advice? Because I'm in that position where I don't even know what to do, how to help and stuff like that, you know? So what advice would you give to that person, the parents, to do? Yeah, that's my question.
Okay, again this time.
The United President, board members, fellow Rotarians, benefactors, guests, and friends. That was a very beautiful one. Please, I'd like to ask, you talked about family planning, but you didn't talk about the side effects. There are numerous side effects to this family planning of the thing. I know as a health practitioner, you might not want to talk about the traditional method of, like using these seeds, before your period and all of this. Do you have an idea of that, how that works? Because I personally did family planning, and to date, I'm still battling with high blood pressure. I have removed it since, there are numerous side effects to that. Then I would want to say again, the issue of blood group, does it affect someone not giving birth? Like an O negative Retus group. When, when they get pregnant, when they have their child, there's an injection they have to use. So in the process of doing that abortion, some would say they will never get pregnant again. How does that work? Thank you very much.
Now, the gentleman.
Please, I would love to know the full meaning of that IUD that you did mention. That is one. Two, you did make mention of a scenario whereby a family planning intention or what have you was intended in a female that she's not aware of, and the mother died. Would you advise that when a child is passing through that process, was to be given a kind of family planning? Should that child be aware of it? You said in your solution, the moment that is sexually active, this agent was that should be continued. You are not going to follow suit. We are adults here because I'm asking the question from the next. And it's very, oh, sorry.
For yourself,
So the moment you start that family planning on the child, that she gets to know that that is important. Does it mean that the child who is sexually active will not be notified? So having sex on regular basis, so what advice to people to some person? Thank you
very much. Now, the last one, the lady, I have to give it to. Okay, I'll do promo.
President, fellow Rotarians. Okay, so I don't have a question, but I just have something to say because I saw the reaction of people when she started with family planning for adolescents. We need to open a lot is going on in the society that we shy away from. Attitude about is what is making the children away from telling us the truth. As early as age 6, I will tell you for a fact that kids are into drugs, kids are having sex, and that is the honest truth. We can shy away from now till tomorrow. From age 6, children are taking drugs, they are mixing convulsions. Fathers are sleeping with the daughters. I'll give you one example. We had a seminar in church, and the mother says that she doesn't know what to do. The father has slept with the 3 daughters, and she's still in that house. She's asking for what to do. Things are good, and we need to be aware. Daughters are having sex. House girls, house boys, they are molesting these children. There's so many applications on the phone. Boys are into pornography, and that's the honest truth. We can shy away. In fact, they sent a circular in my kids' school that they are now using vapor. That we should go and they have different types of vapor now. They will take it to school, they will share it. They are sharing sex toys in school, girls' schools. So once we hear that we should be aware of something, let us open our mind. Even if you feel your child is not doing it. And the honest truth is, you can never be too sure. We can see ourselves as perfect parents and all that. You can never be too sure what they are doing. They run away, they know what you want to hear. There's an app on the phone that it is Bible version. You think they are reading books, they are not reading books. It is pornography. And you will see, and you will know. So once we hear that, please, let us open our minds. And don't let us be quick to judge. Thank you.
We've done the 2-2, but there's a promo. So we do.
All right, thank you, Coach. When you talk about this family planning thing, is it possible that you have natural consequence here where you have sex to get pregnant? But if we're introducing this now, does it mean that we are preventing them from getting that consequence, even though it's like all of the death factor there? But we not encourage them, like you said, number one. Number two, is there a way to test for if a child is sexually active now medically? You see the stuff that you can do. Take your kids to the hospital and check so that you can know as a parent, you know how to guard against this thing. Because even if you ask and they say they are not and they have, there's no how you can start planning them. So is there a way to check? And then my final question is, in my daughter's school, she told me that one of our classmates used to rock herself. So when I asked her how does she do it, it's something like mild.
Please, pay attention, please.
Right. This is preschool. It's something like mild masturbation when you try to use your vagina to breathe the chair to get some satisfaction. Now, for that kind of child, how do we go from there? She's not quite yet. So, what's the process? And if my child is asking this question, that means she wants to know what is being done. I'm talking about masturbation. She's 4. So, how do we go from here? Thank you.
I am flabbergasted. I'm feeling the way you're feeling. Okay, so we have 5 now. So I think it's a good place to stop.
A child that is sexually molested, a male child, at what age? 5. That's why I said, I earlier said, parents, we have a lot of work to do, especially women. Most of us, we are so overwhelmed with the activities of work, and we left our children in the hands of a carer. You don't even know the carer. You don't know anything about them. You just leave the child with them. I have a child, a daughter, only a child. And my husband used to tell me something, say, I used to tell my child, you don't have an uncle. Yes. Because most time when you see these children, they are being molested by close relatives. So I will call and say, so hey, any uncle that touch your breast is touching your body. It's no longer your uncle. Tell me. For that kind of child, they would have instilled fear in him and told him, if you say anything, you will die. So the first thing is to boost your child's self-esteem from home. If you don't build your child's self-esteem from home, then even outside, the child is worthless. Imagine a child you're always telling, I love you every day. The dad, once the child wakes up, tell you, my daughter, I love you. The mom tells the son, I love you. You know, when somebody is saying it outside, it's not something new. But a child you score today, tomorrow, bam, another one. You don't even have the time. When the child wants to talk to you, you're already sleeping, dozing off. So that's the first thing, as the parent. We shouldn't leave our responsibility to the hands of the carer. 1 and 2. Your child about sex education. You see, this mobile phone we have is causing more havoc to us than good control on it. She can't enter anything without them sending me on my phone. I'll receive the bill for that. I have to access it before she will be able to. I used to time it once it's through. Maybe I want her to watch for 2 hours. So we need to control. In fact, even cartoons, cartoons, some cartoons. They train children how to become lesbian. Yes. Cartoons. how to become lesbian, how to participate in being a gay. So for that time, because you were not there when they needed you. So when you two needed them, they will not be there for you. So as a parent, mothers most especially, because no fathers, they are overwhelmed with a lot of things. But as a mother, create time for your children. Don't leave them in the hands of people. you can't bring, you see, when you bring a child for a test or virginity test, or maybe the child is sexually active, if the child is not active before, you have already told her, maybe they told me that I'm already a virgin. So that's why there was one woman that brought a child, I think 2 or 3 months ago. I told the mother, don't instill what this, they don't put up instill fear in this girl's life. Because when we tell her, okay, this girl is a virgin, they already confirmed that I'm a virgin. She will go back and start doing what she's not supposed to do. So all these things still based on our counseling. Let's counsel your child very well, and they can tell you anything. There's something we call Oedipus complex. You know, the child, if it is a girl child, she will have more love for the father. So that means, like somebody like me, I can tell my father anything, and I can be on phone with my, even at home, my husband. For 5 hours, just be laughing. That laughter, I used to even make my husband get and you say, yeah, I'm at home. I'm not laughing. So with that, I can tell him anything. So even the things that are not making sense, the message the child is passing to you, you suck her hand before. She don't know who she was. I told them, I said, is anybody talking there? They said yes. That the guy sitting, the boy sitting. I said, please separate my child from Delight. The boy's name is Delight. So she took the back seat. And when she got back home, I started telling her, hey, this talking is not good. When she didn't even want to, I had to go and look for bitter leaf in her hand. And that was how she stopped. So you look for measures. In fact, sometimes some situations will be, you can't help yourself. Seek for help outside. Don't think that they will think it's awkward. Seek for help outside so that people that will they can render help to you. Thank you.
Is a topic that requires a lot of our work on maternal and child health. Project accomplished on its own. This awareness session would serve as our second project that we've done already for this year. And I think it was time really well spent, and we are all better off for it. I hope that before the end of this month, we will have an opportunity to speak to young ones, maybe in a school setting. We'll be able to organize in conjunction with our speaker and maybe the schools that are under us to see if we can actually have a session where we can speak to young ones, because they need to hear all these things. And that will wrap up our maternal and child health month. But I also and to our guest speaker, we have a can I request Rotarian past president Kanye Olabi and Rotarian Ibroke Ubu is vested. I'm so sorry, is vested. In fact, we also my assistant governor. The president of the assistant governor. And we need to have okay. I think we are well represented with an outstanding bill and an outstanding bill. So please come forward and let us do this presentation. Okay, my IPP is here. I can't get him without my IPP. So please come forward, please. Everybody. I'm going to keep my IPP very close to me so that I will continue to. We are not going there, but So,
Fellow Rotarians, I'm sure without any out of doubt that we gain one or two things from this talk this morning. It's touching our conscience, and it's for each and every one of us to ensure that things are done properly as mothers and fathers. Our darling lecturer for today, we appreciate you. When I saw you, I was wondering what you would be delivering. You know, you don't look like somebody that, anyway, don't let me go there. I want to hug the mic. So thank you very much for this impactful talk today. And we do appreciate, and we still hope that you will come back when we call on you. So this is a talking from the president and members of thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So on this note, I think it's a good time for our SA to come and take charge, try those first points. And our SA is so experienced that she has a way of going through this in record speed, in a painless but profitable manner. Thank you.
Thank you, my President. Fellow Rotarians, good morning, and friends in the house. Yeah, it's a pleasure to be in the SA today, and knowing that we've been as sir, I'd like to create your gentleman.
Able and dependable.
Yeah, my PhD Akamo, please, can you join me?
Powerful people.
Yeah, Rotary Anodi Kyobi. My PhD Owolabi, a while back, while we were at the retreat, you talked very well on that code of dressing. And you spent a lot of time educating us on how, and these are leaders that we look up to. They can see their way out through, but I'm an ex-banker, and I know how we dress in a formal way. And please, sir, can you just take an assessment of this too, if you, so that I will not be going overboard. Rotary, I'm going to give you, only Kyobi. Oh, Rotary, I'm carry. No, it's Rotary Bakari that said something now, so I'll come to you.
I think, my dear SAA, as these are fine gentlemen, and it will have been good if they can finish up properly with a covered shoe or a sandal. If not shoe, then a sandal will be of sandal to suffice. But this slippers is not it's actually to reduce the quality of what they are wearing. That's my assessment. Thank you.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, because I saw the VP working, it was just working like this. Because if you are properly dressed, there's a way you walk. And when you wear Rotary, you are representing a very responsible and respectable organization. So I want to give you any charge, but what you think is good as leaders. Thank you. And here's my friend do. Rotary Bakari. Dr. Bakari, please. Can you come out? Dr. Bayo Bakari. Yeah. Please come. I want you to show yourself to my president. To my president. My IPP. The meeting was set for 7:30 for 8. He just strolled in. And he's misrepresenting. He wants to take us back. Recognizing that you are now the president of a new year.
Even the IPP is wearing the New Year pin on.
And he just walks in. And I was talking to he was interjecting.
You know, the good thing about Dr. Bakari is someone who has integrity and is someone who understands how to make it right. So, you see, you can help people attest to it. So, you will assuage your pain and the pain of all of us.
He wants to buy airtime before I give my answer.
If the airtime he wants to buy is just to make an announcement on the issue because of time. Just wants to make an announcement.
Thank you, my amiable.
Observation. And you have your hand in your pocket. And then particularly, I mean, your gesture does not show soberness. It does not show responsibility. You are in front of SAA, you have not comported yourself well. I think that alone should attract something. Yes, that should attract something. Thank you. I don't think that was.
Okay, good one. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, my leader. So I was just going to appreciate how beautiful. And I think it was strategic by my United President to have, a lady, as essay. So I was just going to make a comment. Yeah, I actually joined the online, some hours ago. So I just gave it fit that I should stamp it with my presence. And as regards my thing, you all know that my magical president son gets my heart. Yeah, so I'm still trying to move to the new year because of the Lord I have. And my United President is also a wonderful brother of mine. So I think I have a blend of both things together. 20,000.
I was going to give him that. Not fair and all from. No, we just What you just did, is it the truth? Yeah, is it the truth? Because it was not there before. No. Is it fair to all concerned that when something stood up, you put it that on? All right, thank you. Rotary all through the mixing, they were having a different mixing. And unfortunately, PhD Chester has gone because that place was rowdy. And they told me, oh, but how much did you cost? It is the truth. How many people know that I stand with the truth all the time? Is it not money? I can't charge your head. Yeah. And then somebody has money to spend. I know how to help you spend that money. I'm still talking and I'm here. Yes, I know that you were trying to familiarize yourself with the guests, but that was not the only distraction. When the president was trying to bring up the guest speaker, you paid no attention to what he was saying. You were busy talking. With Rotary Akofo, with PhD Chester, the three of you distracted that meeting and not even hear half of what was being said. And when I approached Rotary Akofo, because she's the essay actually, she said, how much will it cost? The president said you look like twins, so please, I don't want to charge anybody, but you would. What I believe in says that if you condemn yourself, God will not condemn you. So charge yourself so that you don't pay. He did not pay because he had his own multiple sins. My president, she's challenging me.
How much did you say?
She's challenging.
You said how much?
Yes, sir.
10,000. And your twin sister?
Electric income. Electric income.
And how much are you saying?
5,000. Thank you. What are you asking for this?
Before you ask.
There's something I've noticed about Rotary. Most times when he has something to say, he doesn't follow the proper course. He doesn't follow the pattern of the meeting. The state was asking for committee reports. The secretary had already given reports on the investiture. And he kept stretching his hands up like, you must recognize me. Whereas he was going to mislead us. The information that was not needed for the general house was going to bring it out. Is that what we do as Rotarians? What informed that?
Okay, we don't have more time. We can go.
My president, I pay 5,000.
Thank you. Rotary Akode, my president, please let me give this. Rotary Akode is the outstanding. He had a guest that came to much department. Yes.
Okay, the guest is introduced.
Yes.
For Rotary Moses.
No, I saw him. When has it become that when you wear your PHN pin, it represents Rotary? He doesn't have his Rotary pin on. It's just the Polaris fellow. Non-Rotarians have the pin.
What? Okay, so we want you to know that that's PHN. But I don't do the info.
I was in an investiture. I was trying to talk to somebody. He said he has given paycheck 3 times. That's a non-Rotarian. Rotarian Akode has given maybe once. And he refused to wear his Rotary pin.
You know you are going, you are doing
2 times.
You don't give thanks and add to it.
You're not Rotarian, you're just Rotary Polaris Fellow.
Ouch.
10,000. Yes. Thank you.
Is that a great social accolade?
Yes. Tell me.
Yeah, he said it's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And because the time is fast spent, AG Titi, please.
AGTITI. AGTITI. AGTITI.
She's a beautiful woman. She's a woman of substance. But I would not support a woman overtaking a sitting president.
True.
She had her own meeting going on there. If she was just the only one because she pleaded, but she now it's time to be on committee. I know.
Okay.
So, I don't want to mention the particular thing, but for all things and the children that you co-opted, it's not allowing me to do my job.
First and foremost, let me remark that you are the substantive SED for this fellowship. Okay? And so you have been appointed by the president and you must act as such. So that's that. I was trying to comment on AG's money. First, AG's money doesn't work alone. And so I'm not surprised we have squads at the back there and that they are doing their own thing. Then two, she doesn't like being asked. Our expectation is, I have done something. Just tell me to pay, and I will pay. That's my nature. It's our nature. Because we have known her for years. And so we know what she's capable of doing. So as SAA, you have the prerogative to say, charge, but if you do not charge yourself accordingly, then I may then invoke my own powers. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, my agent. You know I love you from my heart, and I would not want you to come to this meeting and just go like that, because you always ask twice to our meetings. So.
No, about 18,000. I'll add 5,000.
When you have children, your children can bring you out, and the IPP wants to add to it.
I just want to observe, it gladdens my heart this morning to see my very dear Rotarian Amen in the meeting. So to celebrate to an Amen, I will be contributing not an ordinary sum, not 5,000 naira, not 10,000 naira, not 15,000 naira, not even 30,000 naira. 20,000 naira.
To support my IPP, because it is truly a special day and it gladdens my heart so much. So I would also ask
Please, there are some new Rotarians that don't know you.
Oh, okay, so please come standing so they can see your beautiful
See
face.
the-
Thank you very much. Thank
And
you
do
very
you want
much.
to keep saying that like this? All right.
So, Rotary Women is a very important member of our club. She helped us to create some very important parts of our history when it comes to global grants and the projects that we've done. But the iconic projects we have at the Makoja General Hospital right there for children for antenatal care, it couldn't have been completed successfully without her. So we really thank you for coming. And I want to join my IPP with another 20,000. And I'm sure that there are others that want to join.
Hi, President. What you have said is something like that in my heart. But she has, led the way when we talk about global grant. And she's a very resourceful person. Even now that we are thinking of the point that resources come from. And I'm happy to see her around here. I will add another 10,000.
Yeah, my president, like I said, I'm so happy to see, also happy to see Rotary Women, who was the chair of membership when I was joining the club. And I know what she did to make sure that I joined the club. I'm also supporting my president and the IPP with some 50,000.
100,000. I don't know if Rotary Women would want to celebrate herself today.
I said to another day, since the Lord was celebrating me.
Anyway, we're so glad to have you here today.
My president and fellow Rotarians. In addition to what other Rotarians have said, because also I know that while I was president, she was there to also ensure that application for global grant for that UNATA was submitted. And I'm glad that she's here today, and I believe that we'll see her more often after now. And I also will support with the sum of 10,000 naira.
Yeah.
My president, in addition to that, 2 nights ago, myself and Rotarian Mabel, we got talking, and all of a sudden, okay, she was also there. And then we started talking about her. Then I mentioned the Minata building, all our inputs, the global grants, are back and forth and everything. And guess what? She called while we were discussing her. So I was like, what we're talking about just come. I showed them at Rotary Women. So she was telling me how she lives in her estate and in their estate community stuff. She's up and doing. I said, our energy look for you. As in, and then she called. So I didn't tell her. I was like, I'm not going to tell her the word we're actually talking about. So I also discussed the 10,000 there.
So I would support, but I would, for my omission and commission, I'll add 10,000, then I'll give it to totality. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So let's get the total for that. And make sure we have the round figure. What's the total? So while we are waiting for the total, it is time to give the toast. The day is far spent, so let's give the toast. And we need somebody who is good at toasting to give the toast. And when I look around, all the experienced faces here, I cannot but ask the person that taught me how to toast, Rotary Akamo, to give the toast himself. Yes, he taught me how to toast. Yes. I can say it anywhere. I'm proud of it. Wow.
Fellow Rotarians, guests and family of Rotary, can we be outstanding? Yes, if you have your cup with you, please raise it up. But if you don't have your cup, come. The first toast goes to all our guests. Rotary Club of Ikoyi. To the beautiful lady that gave us talk this morning. To actors in the house. To Rotary Club of Omole Glory. To District 9111. To Rotary International. And to this country we all belong to, Federal Republic of Nigeria. My presidency, I'm done.
Thank you very much. So before we do the club anthem, national anthem, Rotary activities tomorrow, I need to quickly come forward. You have this award from the district, and it's important for us to give it to you. Another plus to our club, another further. Please give a round of applause if she's coming. I will ask our past president, our immediate past president, to please do the honors of giving Mutaki Monu this award.
My United President for this great honor to present this award for an iconic Rotarian, a gold in one. Can you please take off your glasses? Oh wow! If you take completely wrong, completely wrong. Wear your glasses. This is Governor Titilayo Sumano in recognition of your outstanding performance and dedicated service for serving as Assistant Governor during the magic of Rotary year 2024-2025. It is my honor and privilege to present this award to you, which is signed by my own district governor, past district governor, Oluwole Kukoyi. Congratulations.
Okay, and let us quickly address the SA and the guitar. And we need people who have experience in undressing. There's an art to it. So I must call on a veteran in the service, Rotary, who will be himself. Yes, Rotary Akamo is a professional in the service, but you do it with charity. So
Right. Okay.
Come on, Britta and SA, come forward.
Okay. It's okay. It's I shall address two of them. It's truly my pleasure to. It will be my pleasure to address Oluwat. Yes, he's somebody that wanted to admire a lot. That I admire a lot. And so, all right, SAA.
Does SA have a preference for who she wants to You have a preference for who you want to undress you. You have a preference. Oh, okay, since you have a preference.
You'll be given the privilege to appoint whoever.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But let it be my pleasure to undress and greet her. I think I hope all of you received a hug from Oluwatowi. You all received a hug. And she really tried. Yeah. Congratulations, my dear sister. And so it's my pleasure. It's more or less like pulling over. So thanks for a very good job. We hope to see you again. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much. And now, because our essay is a very distinguished essay, she has the president's permission to choose who should address her. So please give us the microphone to announce.
Yeah, thank you, my United President. It's no other than my IPP.
Wow. Wow.
Thank you, my. They said that from you. Talk it back in. Undressing, yes. You know, is this thing firmly put? Thank you, my essay, for appointing me to undress you this morning. As much as I would like to do it the way I want, there's so many eyes looking at us. DJ, come on. And I'm even happy that P.P. Larry is not here. So I'll just do it. I'll pull it. As I pull it to spin around. Oh yeah.
The samurai. Thank you very much. So let's also do the club anthem and national anthem and quality day. Club anthem, please. Cherry Rotary around, giving service to humanity. While Rotary's will, God abide me still. Service and works serving all our ways. Let us sing. Golden Rotarians come to be happy. Service faith. A quick pause. While we give Rotary City that award from the district, it's important to let you all know that all the 4 pages in our club got the same award. So there are 4 of them that got the club. The 84 pages in our club. So our club is there, right there at the top when it comes to performance and selfless service at the district level. Yes, please.
It is not automatic that once we are appointed as AG, that we will be given this award. It's an evidence of performance. And so that's why we really need to applaud them. Thank you.
A round of applause to them. So let me announce the SCA. We have 555,000 for the SCA for today. 555. I think that's a nice number. Okay, so my IPP has added another 5,000 to make it 560. 560. Is anybody not happy with that number? You want it to be 5 anything? Okay, so that's 570. In that case, might as well just get to 600. Yeah, let's go to 600. We need 30,000 more. We need 30,000 more. And my mind is telling me that even a visitor can give concerning this. So 10,000, that makes 20,000 less.
Another 10,000.
Another 10,000. another 10,000, that's already complete. So we are on a 600 level. Thank you very much. Is anybody still annoyed to go to 7? No annoyance, no annoyance. We are good. It's not going to be too annoyed. Yes. Thank you for your annoyance for future activities. Thank you very much. Let us now take the national anthem. First answer. Have a blessed weekend and have a great week ahead. Now, our investiture committee, we have to have a quick meeting after this. We need to just make sure we're on the same page. There's going to be another meeting on Monday with the vendors. So we need to be on the same page today. So let's take it right now in the middle, investiture committee. Secretary, please let us start that meeting immediately. We don't have time.